Get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Hi there, good morning to everyone and welcome to today. Today is Thursday, the 31st of July, 2025. I'm Pearson Bowen. Good having you company. Thank you for waking up to keep us company as well. To those of you watching us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb, to each of you, good morning. Thank you for being there, but most of all for sharing the show. That's all I ask of you every single day. Share the show, bring someone else along with you, and so we grow our community of people of goodness. And so I thank you for doing so indeed. So to all of you, good morning, good having you. Remember, if you know of something or someone whose story you think we need to tell us about it. Simply send us an email. Our email address is on your screen. You just look there, you see it right there, right? Good. Mornin Barbados at cbc.bb. Mornin Barbados at cbc.bb. There's no G in there anywhere. So look for it and drop us an email. Tell us about it. We're thankful to you for doing so every single day. So how is your day? What is your plan for today, Thursday? Tomorrow is a public holiday. Tomorrow is Emancipation Day. We'll tell you about the big Emancipation Walk and Walk March for Peace coming up in just a little while as well. But tomorrow, in the night, is the finals, the Pick of the Crop finals, the Courtesy Garage Pick of the Crop finals powered by Q100.7 FM. Live coverage, of course, on our stations, Q100.7 FM and 94.7 FM. And of course, keep glued to CBC TV and you will see and hear and feel everything as we bring you what we know to be the best commentary points for the Pick of the Crop finals. So look out for that tomorrow. Coming up today, however, the athletes of the Southern Track Athletics Club are back from Guyana and they're back with hardware. Yep, it gave me here clank, 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 clank all over the place. Can't wait to talk to them about their success recently. Can't wait to talk about that at all. The St. George Secondary School are back in the news with great things as a matter of fact, and we will be able to talk to you about one of the winners and representing the school in a regional competition, how they've done as well. So can't wait to tell you about that as well. It is indeed promised to be a festive weekend, but the Barbados Family Planning Association wants to remind us of a few things we ought not to do, and a few things we ought to be aware of, and a few things we need to be really, really mindful about because we can't take it for granted. When we love the festival, we sometimes do so to full abandon, but there's a danger. They'll remind us of that in just a little while. The Barbados Light and Power Company are continuing to power the festival. They want to show you just how much of the festival they are a part and some of the things you need to be mindful of as well. So we can't wait to talk to them about that too. Bridgetown Market is on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. There is something for you at Bridgetown Market. The coordinator will join us to share with us what is there for you to do. The tent ladies of the season are also joining us this morning. We want to hear how are they preparing for tomorrow night, but most of all, how did the season go? How do they pull a tent together to make it as exciting as they truly are and to make you want to be there, to be seated, to be a part of that activity as well? So the tent ladies will join us in just a little while. Plus, as I told at the beginning, we'll be sharing with you what to expect tomorrow, Emancipation Day. To you, Rhonda Hines-Graham, a very good morning to you. Thank you for watching us on our stream on YouTube. She's wishing everyone a wonderful weekend. We wish a terrific today to you as well, sweet Rons. Have a lovely day today. Diane Brathwaite, how are you doing, Diane Brathwaite? Thank you for joining us on our streams as well. She says, good morning, Barbados. Karen Oliver is watching us on our Facebook stream. She says, good morning to everyone. Thank you for commenting, everybody. Thank you for doing so. Karen, we wish you a lovely today. Anthony Smith is in New York, and he's saying to Barbados today, a beautiful today. To you too, Anthony, back at you, 718 to the 246. Have yourself a lovely today, indeed. Let's get started this Thursday morning celebrating success. We are joined by the team from Southern Track Athletics Club. As you know, as we told you, they were heading off to Guyana. They are back, baby. And are they back as winners? Joining me right next to me is the coach, Ricky Carter, who went ahead of the contingent, and the team who represented the gold medal winning performance in the 4x4 girls under 20 relay. Yeah, boy. She's also a jumper. Next to Ricky is Denisha Ford. Next to Denisha is Jendaya Burke. Got that right? Yes. Yes, I won that one. Jendaya Burke. Across from us is Justina Bishop. I just love your name. It's so old-fashioned but so sweet. Justina Bishop and Victory Bourne, who you know has been with us as well. So congratulations, first of all. Ricky, well done to you and the team.
Thank you very much.
Did it surprise you how well they performed?
First, let me say good morning to you, Pearson, and to all of the viewers. It didn't surprise me that they would have performed well. I thought that the Guyanese would have had a more competitive team, but I knew that these 4 young ladies could have done well. Actually, I spoke to my management team after we had our team meeting the night before, and I said, I want to go with what the Lord is telling me, the setup of the team. And I had a short meeting with the young ladies, and I said to them, this is the way how we wanted to put the team. And believe it or not, the 4 young ladies said, Coach, I believe that this is the way we should go. And after some thought, I said, look, let me go with how the young ladies are feeling. And they went out and they produced.
I tell you, produced they did, and hardware is there to show. But this was a regional meet. This was not Barbados versus Guyana. Who else was there?
Trinidad and Tobago. There was supposed to be a contingent from St. Lucia, but they had some flight problems, and then I think there were supposed to be another team from Suriname, and they did not get the chance to get across to compete.
To come over. So it's Barbados, Guyana, Trinidad.
Yes.
But we won. We won some medals, you better believe it. Denisha, you have some hardware, girl. I saw you smiling when Coach Ricky was talking a lot about how the team was comprised. What were you smiling about?
I was more smiling about the fact that I didn't really think that what we said stuck out to him. But it's nice to know that our coach listens to us and takes what we say into account.
And that's a good thing, to have your coach listen to you. First of all, before I start to talk about your performance, what are these medals representing?
I got second in the triple jump and first in long jump. Wait, oh, sorry.
That's all right. You got your gold for?
I got first in triple jump and second in long jump. And
right. And the girls are teasing you. The girls are teasing you. That's all right. But you are a jumper.
Yes, please.
And you were also part of the 4x4.
Yes, please.
So where's the other medal? All right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's another topic for conversation.
Yeah.
So how many years have you been jumping now?
I've been seriously jumping for about 2 years now. Yeah.
And so you've only just really literally started jumping. So what is it that about long jump and triple jump that caused you to want to be a jumper?
Well, I always did jumping, especially back when it was at knapsack and stuff. I was doing standing broad jump, but I stopped and was more focusing on running. But then I really found that, well, I like jumping more. And I started to get back into that sort of mode and mindset for jumping.
All right, so when you psyched out the competition, Guyana, Barbados, Trinidad, was it difficult when you looked at the other competitors?
Not really. I saw it as like a recreational meet, but still very serious. And I saw the people that I met there as an opportunity to make friends, to just, you know, open up my horizons and get to know people and how they do stuff, and really learn how else I could change the way I do stuff.
How far do you want to take your career in jumping?
As far as I can, honestly.
I just love it. They're so focused, Ricky, so focused. And I know that's part of what you do. You do as a coach, keeping the girls focused.
Yes, I actually, they also keep me focused too, because You know, sometimes if they believe that I've made a decision and they think it could have been a better decision, they do it diplomatically. They do not do it like, you have to do that. No, they come and they sit down and they speak to me. For instance, Jende is probably the youngest here with us this morning, and that's something that she does. Sometimes she goes through her mom, who is also a member of the management team in the club, and Justina and Denisha, they're the two of the captains in the club also. So sometimes they would come and, you know, talk to me. Victory, she is one of the most recent members joining the club, and she even, you know, has discussions with me. Something she, her dad, who is also a coach, right? He would also do that too. And Coach Wesley Brown, who helped form the club with me, he would also say to me, look, the children have a point. Just sit down and, you know, think about it. Yeah. So they all keep me well grounded.
I keep you young, keep you real young indeed. And so, Miss Jendea, you still cool from last time? Lord have mercy. Jendea, here you are now. You are part of a winning team. What medal are you wearing?
I'm wearing first in the 4x4 and second in the 4x1.
Second, you were part of the silver team for the 4x1.
Yes,
So,
please.
4x1 and 4x4. Now, 100 meters and 400 meters are totally different. What was your strategy so that you are able to medal in each of them?
My strategy was for the 4x4 was to maintain my lead and don't upset my teammates. And I was running with all the girls, so I know I had to try hard. I had to dig deep and sprint it home in the 4x4. And then for the 4x1 now, I had to spread all away my whole life to like catch up with sprinters because I'm not really a sprinter, I'm a middle distance.
But still, you were able to be a part of a winning team, getting silver medal indeed. And so, you said in the 4x4 you had to make sure you maintained your lead because you're the anchor. You finished the race.
No, I was third.
You're the third leg, and so you were handed the baton ahead of everyone else.
Yes, please.
And were you able to maintain your lead,
Yes, please.
or was the lead shortened?
No,
All right, you lengthened your distance.
I think so.
Fair enough. You had no time to look back, right?
Right.
But well done indeed. Now, Miss Justina, you came second to Denisha. How did that feel that Denisha beat you in one of the jumps?
It's not really anything new. She always, you know, gets ahead of me in some events sometimes.
So what are you going to do to make sure you get ahead of her next time?
Just push harder and try not to get upset with my results.
Fair enough. So talk to me about the medals you're wearing.
So I came second in triple jump, first in the 4x4, and third in the 400.
Third in the 400.
Yes, please.
Did you meet all of the goals you set out to meet before you headed off to Ghana?
Yes, please, because I wanted to come back with medals at least, and I did PB in my triple jump, so that was a achievement for me.
Well done. You're one of the leaders of the track club indeed. What does it mean to you to be a leader? Stress, right?
As a leader, well, I'm their age, so it wasn't really anything stressful as I'm the same age as everyone, so I connect with everyone on a friendly level. So being a leader isn't really hard.
Does that hold also for Victory? Or she's a little different?
She's the same.
Okay. Victory, good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
You came back with a medal too. This is the gold medal?
Yes, please.
The 4x4?
Yes, please.
Wow. Did you also meet all of your targets?
Yes, I PB'd in 815. And I also got a PB in 400 from the relay.
Wow, well done indeed. I mean, to be able to meet all of your targets is tremendous.
Yes.
But talk to me about the strategy in the 4x4.
Well, in the 4x4, I knew I was tired because I had the 800 a little bit before. So when I got the baton, I know I had to go and keep the lead. And like normally in the last 100, I find myself like my legs are dead. But it was just different. It was like I used my knees and I just keep on pulling. And then I gave Dendea the baton and she kept it.
Oh, so it was you.
Yeah, I was second.
So therefore, she could not afford to lose that lead. who anchored the race? Who finished it?
She finished.
Ah, you're the fastest of the bunch? Yes or no?
Yes, please.
Fair enough. Ricky, what a fantastic team. These are just 4 of the team. How many others were competing?
There were 11 others. We had 15 athletes, 6 members of the management team, which included myself, 2 other coaches, and then 3 female officials. And then there were a couple of other parents. We had a total of 30 in the whole contingent. But the young ladies did not mention something that I think they should have mentioned. The fact that when we started the relay, Justina actually, I think that's probably she was the person who started. And I think that's probably one of the best relay legs that I've seen her run in a very, very long time.
Oh, well done.
She really did the job that I expected her to do. And then Victory ran really like how Victory should run.
Yes.
Because she gave us the victory from her leg. We were leading from that time. And I must say that they probably did not know this, but I guess somewhat had teary eyes when I saw Jandarian, because I believe that at her age, and she could be so mature to stick in there and really run that leg. That was a good leg. And then Donisha really below all the stops. And I believe that these young ladies, unfortunately, I probably may not have all 4 of them next track season, because 2 of them probably may leave to go overseas. But at least we have Victory and Jende that could, continue with a number of others. And I must say that we have at least 3 other young ladies in the club that can possibly
Fill
the
the
space for the 2 young ladies that we may be leaving.
Well done, Ricky Carter and the Southern Track Club.
Southern Stars.
Thank you, that one. Well done indeed. Marcy Rock is saying the same thing as well on screen. Congratulations to all of you, track team. Well done. Our commenters on social media are very, very proud of you, as we are here at Mornin Barbados as well. You know we love to salute young people and to really show people how fantastic and engaging our young people truly are. Very well spoken you are, very focused as well, and I know the future only looks bright for you. Just keep listening to your coach, as bald-headed as he is, as y'all were teasing him earlier, But they're doing wonderful things. The Southern Stars Athletics Club, thank you very, very much for making Barbados proud, for competing as strongly as you did. There you are, standing on the medal podium and receiving your medals. Well done indeed. So Ricky, keep it up. And we wish you the very best on your team, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, ladies, as well. All the best going forward.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. We're taking a break here, right here. We're back in a moment.
That segment of Exceptional Youth was brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
Your daughter yesterday saying that there's a son as well?
Yes, I have 2 sons. My oldest, Akko, he's into start walking now too.
Wow.
And he's loving it. He has been doing it from the time he was small, and now that he's older, he's even better. So
Sweet.
I'm like, he got up and he started to walk without much training, and I feel at the time was with ease. I feel at the time was like, look at this child, and look at he today. So
And Nara pretty much started singing like from
I'm telling you, all of
All
them.
of your
I have four
Right.
kids, 2 boys and 2 girls, and all of them are creative. All of them are artists in their own
That is
right.
so sweet. And so, Nara, here it is, your first form at St. George Secondary School. I am so proud of your school. You have no idea. I think Barbados has finally turned on to the great things that come from your school, St. George Secondary. I call you lions because I know you had the spirit of the lion show. And the lion is the king of the jungle. The lion shows his dominance. And so therefore you are, as a lioness yourself, showing your dominance. And so recently you were a part of the soca component of the Junior Monarch competition. Did you get a chance to see yourself?
Yes, actually.
And?
I got to see myself developing and experiencing what it feels like on stage. And like, I felt amazing being on stage because like, I've been in a competition once before, the Beacons of Honor Calypso competition, right? But seeing myself on Junior Monarch, like I told myself, no, that's a bigger level on stage.
You got that right. I mean, we love it. We loved it.
We love it.
We love it. We love it.
it.
You like that? You like that, right? So, folks, let's take a look at Nara and her performance. A little bit of it coming out of the Okay, they tell me that we don't have it at the moment, but we loved it enough to love it still. And so on the night itself, there you were. You knew you were up against competition because I had some other big guns. Was this your first time, by the way, in the final?
Yep.
And it was your first time? Were you scared?
Well, a little.
Uh-huh. But what did mommy tell you?
She told me that it's not all about really competing, it's just all about having fun. So then I just start to forget, like I force myself to forget that it's even a competition.
Yeah.
I just start to enjoy myself on stage. You
And
know?
so you came onto stage, your name was called Nara, and you looked at it, oh my goodness, look at all these people.
I was like that.
Where them come from, right?
Yeah.
So how did you handle those nerves when you saw so many people out there?
It isn't my first time seeing a lot of people, but it was my first time seeing a lot of people with me singing. So like every time I go up perform and I see a lot of people, I always play drums. Everybody knows I play drums, right?
Yes.
So then when I play drums, I see a lot of people and I don't get nervous. But when it's me singing, only me, by myself, it's like sometimes I just freeze and
Yes,
don't know
yes.
what to do. So I just try to like just, you know, just.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. See it like the drums, man. You're just drumming as usual. And indeed, speaking of drumming, you are also a part of a recent initiative. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I'm in the hills.
Look at her so demure. Go ahead.
I'm in the Hillsborough Youth Club. I have been since I was a little girl, since I was 6. At first, I started off as a dancer in the Hillsborough Youth Club, but then, like, I always wanted to play drums, right? So when one of the drummers would get up and get water, I would, like, you know, just get a little play, you know? I would start to play.
Yes.
And then when the drummer came back, he was like, who was playing that? And then when he saw me playing it, he was like, what?
Wow.
And then he was like recording it. So then when the youth commissioner,
Yes.
when he saw that I was playing like that, because I was only repeating what they did.
doing, yeah.
Right. Honestly, it was flawless. But anyways,
Yes.
he asked if I wanted to be in the drumming club, and I was like, yes, please, because I always wanted to drum, not really dance, but yeah.
Yes.
So
So
then,
did you have
yeah.
that discussion with your mother?
Actually,
Did she have that discussion that she wanted to do drumming too?
Actually, the youth commissioner, Peter Skeet, he had called me and said, listen, do you know that Anastasia can play? At about that, she was about, 6, 7 years old, and he was like, this little girl is amazing. She played back the exact same sequence that the guys played in rehearsal. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because at home, I never saw that she would have the interest in playing drums. I know my nephews are in the Hansel Youth Club, and Asanta is a dancer in the Hansel Youth Club, but I really sent her to join the club, obviously, as an extracurricular activity, and I always encourage all my children to go and get involved in the community activities. So I thought that she would end up dancing like her sister.
Yes.
But lo and behold,
You was wrong.
Anastasia ears was hearing. She was like, no, hearing music on a different level.
But that's good. But to have the ear.
Yes,
have the
she does.
ear for it.
She
That is
was
a
playing
special
rudiments.
craft.
She didn't even understand some of the stuff that she was playing, but she was just so naturally, or it was just so organic.
Would you have the discussion with her to formalize in training so that
Yes.
she develops that skill?
Well, actually, she's now playing the track set. She goes to a private drum class with Wands. Everybody knows female drummer
Yes.
Wands. That's her drum tutor right now at present.
Wow. Are you loving it?
Yes, we love it. We love it.
Loving it enough to want to look at this. Look at this on your screen, everybody. Look. Here is Nara leading that drum pack there, and her school as well. Talk to me about what that experience was.
That was really exciting. I was so hyped.
Yes. So, but you coming out of that, you won, did you?
Yes. When I heard that, I was like, yup. We team did it.
Yes, in George Lions.
You did it for your school again. The Lions came through one with a roaring strong. And so you were able to win the Student Leadership Award for demonstrating leadership in the NCF's 2025 School and Community Leadership Competition. That is significant. Really, really significant. And so having all of those trophies at home, because you came third in the Junior Monarch Soca. Third. In your first time, third.
Also first in the Beacons of the North Soca competition.
Also, there you go. So you are a winner multiple times. When you look at the trophies for just a moment at home, what do you say to mommy? That's mine.
So, sometimes I said, Mom, look at what you have burned. because I didn't expect myself to come in and talk to you already on my first time.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't really join the competition to really join the talk to you or anything, because when I actually wanted to be in the junior soca monarch, because everybody knows Sky's daughter, right? She used to sing, and Ashe, in her young times, she used to sing at it well. And then when I heard the stories from them, how junior monarch is like, I said, I want to do it too.
Yes.
So now
Yes,
that my
yes.
mother has gave me the opportunity, I start to feel more comfortable in being, and performing on stage.
This is such a family indeed. The Calendar family, boy. All of them are into the arts and all of them are excelling in the arts. The mother is a brilliant singer herself. Yes, you know how I felt about you all these years.
Yes.
So that's not a secret. And so here we are. So you stood on the stage at the Junior Monarch Soca competition. They came to announcing the results for the Junior Monarch Soca. And so other people's names were being called, and you're standing there waiting to hear where they can call my name? Is anybody going to call my
I
name?
was like that. I was like standing there. I was like, every time I hear other people's name, I was like, I never get called yet. Kimani said, I think I might come in the top three. And I said, I might. But we'll see. Very soon. So when I heard my name interpreted, I was like, it's my first time. I didn't expect myself to get in the top three already.
But you did. But you did. You gave it your all. The judges loved it too. And so there you are. Would you consider staying in soca, or are you attracted to other genres of music you want to try your voice at?
Actually, I want to experiment my vocals to other different kinds of songs. Yeah.
Mommy told you that. Mommy told you that.
No, I'm telling you.
Because mommy has done the same. Experimented her voice in
It's
different
true.
genres as well.
It's true.
You still sing reggae, right?
Yes, please. I do.
Is that your preferred idiom? Reggae?
Well, I would say I have a love. I do have a love for reggae. I think it connects with who I am and my journey. But I'm also a well-rounded in terms of the different genres.
Wow. Well done indeed. You know, Nara, you're a star. You're truly a star. And again, a star that is a product of the St. George Secondary School. And do you have a music program at school? as well? You're part of music? And you see, folks, I wasn't telling you lies when I told you that St. George is doing wonderful things. They're creating enterprising young people who are brilliant in their skills and craft and who are surprising the world with everything that they're doing. And Nara is one of them. To Mom, you are doing a fantastic job. That's what Kieran is saying. Well-rounded young lady. Great teamwork. They give you thumbs up, Kieran. Thank you very much for that comment indeed. And so that's what we're talking about. That's what schools can do for you as well. St. George Secondary can do that for your student. Yes. I hope we're changing your perception of schools. Don't get caught up with the narrative. Don't get too caught up, because you can see for yourself the brilliance that flows from this compound known as St. George Secondary School. So thank you both. I wish you well in your future endeavors, Nara. I expect to see your name emblazoned in lights just like a Santa. You know, just like Peach Bless and the boys when they come through. So continue to make us all immensely proud.
Yes.
You are a fantastic girl.
Thank
and
you.
make your family, yourself, and your school proud. Well done.
Yeah. I got big like St. George. Like, I even got my back of my shirt. See, like.
Where you got there? Where you got there? Well, lost your Lions, St. George Lions. You're big it up big. You're big it up big. Well done indeed. Thank you so much. You know, but one of the things I want to tell you about, folks, is that in the inaugural Spirit of the Lion show, you know, they took that initiative and it was entered into a regional competition. And guess what? Guess. What do you think happened? They won. They won. The Lions came out winners again. Well done, St. George. Well done, principal and deputy, and well done to the whole faculty at St. George Secondary School. A brilliant year you're having. Keep the great work up. Thank you so much indeed. You're very welcome. We're coming back in just a moment.
That segment of Exceptional Youth was brought to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund, financing education the easy way.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
There is a saying, you can find a Beijing anywhere. Are you a Beijing living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Beijing Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Beijing youth.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment's Bridges television series is back. Join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
19 minutes now to the hour, and have you noticed that crop over is on? And everywhere you go, you are powered. I cannot think of any one singular activity in crop over where Barbados Light and Power is not a significant part of it. And that's what we want to recognize today, but they keep us safe at the same time as well. With me is the communications consultant and advisor, I changed her title, sorry, Cassandra Crawford. We know her so well.
Good morning.
Cassandra's also brought along with her the systems engineer, Miss Paula Palmer.
Good morning.
Paula, good morning as well.
Good morning.
Cassandra, I set it up that way because it's the truth.
It's the truth.
You power the festival.
Yes, we do, with good energy, I might add. That is a major part of our campaign. During the course of summer, we actually launched a Good Energy campaign. You may realize that our Energy Talks introduction now features the Good Energy jingle and music, and that is real because there are real people working very hard behind the walls of the plants that make up Barbados Light and Power Company Limited. But we wanted to reiterate the importance of safety and just, remind people that that's what we want. For everybody, we want you to continue to be safe, and we have very much been a part of supporting the festival for a number of years. We had a presence at the very launch of this season, the ceremonial delivery of the last canes, as well as Pandemonium. Those are our two major associate sponsored events. But apart from that, we are there supporting. We're sitting at the table when questions come up. We make sure that band leaders understand that they have a responsibility as well to make sure the route is safe for their revelers, and that's where we come in. So at this point, I would want Paula to walk you through some of the things that our guys, our team, including Victor Callender, they do to just make sure that all the stakeholders during the festival understand what they need to do to make sure that the revelers have a safe and enjoyable experience.
Paula, over to you.
Thank you. So in preparation for Kadooment Day and 4-day morning, we do a walkthrough with the various stakeholders. So we would walk the route. For 4-day morning, we do it at night because, as you know, 4-day morning is dark. So we want to see what it's like at that time. Sorry.
It happens sometimes.
So we meet with the various stakeholders, we walk the route. So we look for certain things to ensure that the public is as safe as possible. So the first thing we will look at is all the manholes that we may have along the route. We make sure that the covers are not damaged, that they are intact, so that persons don't step on them and create a hazard or get an accident. The next thing we look at our street lighting. So all the lights that we have along the road, we will look at them, make sure they're working. If they're not working, we get them fixed so that we have that safety element as well. Our poles, we look at our poles because we know 4-day morning, Kadooment, everybody happy, everybody on the big trucks. So we look for the low hanging wires in conjunction with the third parties as well. So we try to make those safe so that there are no hazards when the big trucks are passing, because we know we have had issues with people pushing wires, poking wires, moving them out the way with the brooms, which is something that we do not want, we do not advise. So we try to tidy up those wires and make sure they don't pose a hazard. And the final thing that I can say that we look at are the stay guards on our poles. So we have poles and they have metal wires coming from them to the ground to stabilize them. So what we do, we put a stay guard on them, which is a yellow, bright color, to make persons aware that they're there so that it doesn't cause a tripping hazard. But what I would like to say is that every year when we go, we have to put them back. So we don't know what happens with them, but we encourage the public, if you see them, leave them because they're there for your safety, to highlight you to that hazard so that you don't trip and fall and injure yourself.
So that's the street parade.
Yes. And just to say, Pearson, we do have a photo of that wire so that we help people understand what it is. It's something that you can very easily take for granted. It looks like a very benign feature, but there's a yellow protective cover that goes over.
It's like a sleeve.
Yes, that's a good way of describing it.
All right, when they have it up, I'll let you know.
Share.
And so that's for the street parade. So you just make sure that the wires are not too low. Do you also advise the height or make recommendations as to how high those trucks ought to be? Oh, there's the sleeve that we're talking about. I call it a sleeve. What do you call it again?
A stay guard.
Stay guard. So when you see that, leave it alone.
Yes.
Because it's there for your safety. It's a bit of a caution look for you to know. Just be careful not to run into this here because it's stable. Not just stabilizes the pole, but it actually helps with conduction.
Yeah. And it disappears. It could kind of blend into the background if the yellow guards are not in place. So when you're partying, and we always encourage that you party responsibly, you celebrate life responsibly, you may miss this. So we want it to be easy for you to see it and be as safe as you can.
Because it doesn't help with the conduction. It stabilizes the pole.
Yeah.
So there's no electricity flowing through it, but it's just to prevent you from tripping.
Okay.
Because the metal wire is a thin metal wire, you may not see it. So the yellow is bright to highlight to you and let you see it and know that the hazard is there.
Yeah.
And the same approach happens for Grand Kadooment Day as what happened for 4-day morning.
Yes.
Got it. So we just want to make sure the roads are safe and the manhole is covered and they're safe, that the poles are stabilized, that the wires are not sagging and lagging there, and that everybody respects the fact that you don't just push it up with a broom or a stick. You let the Barbados Light and Power walk the route with you. So if you have an event coming up, I suppose it's important that we do talk to you guys at the Light and Power.
Absolutely. We want to take advantage of every opportunity to let you know what safety really is and to bring to light those things that you may take for granted or you may not think of. Something as simple as Paula mentioned, any of the manholes, if there are any drains as well that need to be taken care of. We also keep our eyes out for things like that so that the respective parties can have them secured. Because if you think about it, the trucks are so large, the crowds are also large, so people aren't focused on looking down and they shouldn't have to worry about things like that. So we make sure that our spaces definitely are taken care of. We do have underground cabling as well as above ground, so we certainly make sure that those things are well taken care of. And as you said, without the electricity, the parties don't happen. The vendors on the highway can't get their Cuckoo Village thing set up. You know what I'm saying? So
stops.
All that set up on the Mighty Griner Highway, we ensure that the electrical supply is available so that everybody can do what they need to do.
I mean, we look at your team, we're already mobilized and standing by. They're at work,
always
just
working.
Ensuring.
Always working. Even when we're sleeping, there are crews that are working and responding. They work very hard and, you know, they take it very personally. It's a huge responsibility. So we really are pedantic about safety and wanting to ensure that people respect what is to be done. And electricity, it's very helpful, but it can be dangerous. So we just want to make sure that you remember.
And you know, we are eternally grateful to the Barbados Light and Power Company for the work you do.
Yeah.
Because, you keep us safe, but you keep us powered. And when that party ends, sometimes we forget to say thank you. But I want, on behalf of the thousands of Barbadians, to say thank you, Light and Power.
You are
for
most
the great work you're doing,
welcome.
powering the festival, keeping us active and powered and
It
energized.
is our pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes.
But there are some dangers that also occur. Because when the party is all over,
the work is still going on.
It's still going on.
And we still are keen on safety. Like, that's how every single day starts, with a safety talk, with going over how the work is going to be done, the best and most efficient and safest way to get it done. And that's with the customer considered as well as our teams considered. But one of the problems that challenges our team across the company would be the misuse of poles. Poles is another part of Paula's purview in terms of making sure that whatever is supposed to be in place on the poles are actually in place. But then we have problems with signage. Signage continues to be a real challenge. This presents a safety concern for our crew. And while we have the bucket trucks, as people would say, the signs on the poles create issues. The staples, the nails, the wood itself is just too much, and it is a real problem for us. And we cannot say enough, you are not allowed to place signs on the poles.
I think you're watching, folks. If you're watching, you see what Cassandra's talking about here, because we see it littering our streets nowadays, where people are just punching holes into the poles and sticking up signs as they go. But that presents a problem for the workers of the Light and Power, because
it's a safety hazard for those contractors and employees, because we do have contractors that climb poles. it creates a hazard for them when they're climbing the pole. It's an obstruction, and the staples that you leave in the pole, they can prevent their spurs from sticking into the pole, which could create a falling hazard or tripping hazard. So that's why we urge the public to not put signs on our poles.
And people don't understand. So it's almost like it should be culturally accepted, but this really is a problem, and we are asking and appealing. We are going to start an intense and aggressive campaign removing these signs. We have advised some persons, because I know you guys know that there are signs that you will see that are predominantly across the country on the poles. The only thing that is allowed under the law is small signage, and this is through
discussion on this. Just call the Barbados Light and Power. Discussion on this. Just call the Barbados Light and Power. How can we do so? Call
if there's a situation that needs urgent attention. 626-9000. That's 626-9000. Or you can call our customer care department at 626-4300.
It's one of those weekends coming up. We want all to be safe indeed, and of course the emergency number is 626-9000. I know it by heart.
Yes, good, Pearson.
I do. Let the current go off. And see what
and again, there is, if that happens, I just want to remind people that is not what we want.
Correct.
We want to make sure that when you touch that switch, you get your power.
Right.
So if it's not on, there is a reason, and chances are safety is behind that reason.
Amen on that one. Cassandra Crawford, Communications
Advisor.
And Systems Engineer Paula Palmer of the Barbados Light and Power reminding us to be safe this weekend. But of course, they track it. They've taken the walks, they've looked at everything, they've tried to make it as safe as possible. But we ourselves can be our greatest danger, and we need to be paying close attention. As Cassandra said, we want you to remove those signs from the pole which are not authorized, because you're endangering the lives of the workers of the Barbados Light and Power Company who have to climb those poles to affect change where change is needed to be affected indeed. So let's all learn, let's all begin to be obedient and do what we need to do. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you too, Pearson, and have a great and safe crop over weekend.
You too. Thanks a lot. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment's Bridges television series is back. Join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8. Don't you miss it.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, we have 4 minutes now to go to 7 o'clock. They gave me 4 minutes to have a little fun with you folks. Time for you to call me. To call me on 228-5562 or 228-5563 to unscramble those letters you see on your screen. Look at your screen right now. We have put there some jumbled, scrambled letters. Unscramble them and tell me the word you see. Tell me the word you see when you unscramble those letters. Unscramble me. 228-5562 or 228-5563. It's a word with 5 letters. I'm not sure if it begins with a consonant or a vowel. You tell me what you see. 228-5562 or 228-5563. I think this one is so easy. Really, really easy indeed. So, Unscramble, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, how do you do?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. Who's calling?
Terry.
Cherry.
Terry.
Terry. Oh, yes, Terry. Terry, how you're doing well this morning. What are you looking forward to most this weekend?
Just having a nice weekend.
All right.
I don't go to shows also.
That's right. But listen to Q100.7 FM or 94.7 FM. We are bringing you live coverage of the Pick of the Crop finals, okay? I will be there. So, tell me the word you see, Terry.
Peace.
Piece of what?
Peace.
Spell it.
P-E-A-C-E.
Correct. Well done, Terry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you a lot. Another word for you to unscramble. We have just 2.5 minutes to go. Look at this one now. I know this one will cause you some consternation because it's not as easy as it looks, but it's as simple as it is. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Terry got the ball rolling. She got it right at one goal. What about you? Can you get this one right at one goal? Look at the words. Look at the letters. What word do you see when you unscramble these letters? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Call me right now. Right now. Unscramble those letters for me. Make me a word. Paticate Baker's man. 228-5522 or 228-55. Why is it 5522? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Father, forgive me. What word do you see right now? I will tell you it has 3 syllables. 3 syllables. The word you see has 3 syllables, but it has all those letters in it. 228-5562 or 228-5563. What do you get? Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Pearson.
Hey, Sweet Rons, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, you looking forward to the weekend?
Yes.
What is the plan, Sweet Rons?
Well, the plan will be revealed. Watch and see.
All in time, right?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. What word is this?
Meet me by St. Lucie Roundabout.
Where?
Yeah.
What's that word?
Roundabout.
Why?
Had me wait look so to me. I see it look like a roundabout. So that way tell you meet me by St. Lucie Roundabout.
It looks like a roundabout. That's what you think it is.
Yeah.
What should I tell you, Sweet Rons?
Tell me what you want to tell me.
I will tell you that you're right.
Why not? That way tell you meet me by St. Lucie Roundabout and you will know all my plans.
Of course. Well done, Sweet Rons. The word was roundabout. Indeed. Y'all are sharp today. Well done.
I had peace to fight time I say I said roundabout. He ain't getting away. He gotta meet me by St. Lucie Roundabout.
You got me good. Thanks, sir.
Thanks, sir. You
have a good weekend. You too.
And I will listen to you.
Bless your heart, girl. Bless your heart. All right, time now for the news, everybody. Let me just share with you what we can share with you this morning. That Barbados has signed 2 loan agreements with Saudi Arabia for over $90 million. Prime Minister Mia Amar Motley noted the money will help to boost the healthcare infrastructure and housing development across the island. She says the urban areas needed urgent attention.
You move from a series where it was commonplace for us to talk about downgrades after downgrades after downgrades, and now it's commonplace for us to talk about upgrades to upgrades to upgrades. We completely switched the narrative. And it's not a flick of the fingers. It's not any magic. It's the...
I apologize. I truly humbly apologize. That voice we heard was of Senator Jonathan Reed, who says some urban communities and the healthcare sector are in for major upgrades funded by 2 loans secured by the government. 1 loan is earmarked for community improvements, which involve creating housing solutions in Chapman Lane, President Kennedy Drive, Westbury Road and other areas. And the other loan is expected to be used to upgrade the 9 polyclinics and establish 2 new ones. Those projects should take about 4 years. It's part of the information conveyed during debate in the Senate yesterday on a resolution to approve government borrowing $117 million Barbados from the Saudi bank. Minister of Industry, Innovation, Science and Technology, Senator Reed, said the government inherited a country that was in a state of crisis in 2018.
You move from a series where it was commonplace for us to talk about downgrades after downgrades after downgrades, and now it's commonplace for us to talk about upgrades to upgrades to upgrades. We completely switched the narrative. And it's not a flick of the fingers. It's not any magic. It's the work. It's the effort. It's the skill. It's the dedication of people putting in hard hours to do well by the country. And these are facts. These are not made up things.
Now, to put it back into context, Barbados has signed 2 loan agreements with Saudi Arabia for over $90 million US. The Prime Minister noted that money will help to boost the healthcare infrastructure and housing development across the island. She says the urban areas need urgent attention.
You would have heard in Parliament last week when Minister Strawn ushered the resolution through Parliament, the figure of 58.5 million US, which will cover primarily the upgrade of all of our polyclinics, but in particular the construction of 2 new polyclinics at Randall Phillips and at Eunice Gibson in Warrens. And secondly, phase 1 of an urban renewal project which is effectively focused on the water, housing and infrastructural support necessary for urban Barbados, in particular deep urban Barbados.
It noted that the loans are not for salaries but to build the country's capacity.
Unlike the last government, we are not borrowing to pay salaries, we are borrowing to build capacity which will enhance the country's ability to repay in the future. No different from you getting a mortgage at home. You borrow to get a house, you pay for the house over 15, 20, 25 years depending on what you've agreed to with the bank. So I put this in context for those who want to be fearmongers with respect to the issue of debt.
Well, the Chief Executive Officer of the Saudi Fund for Development says they are pleased to invest in projects that will directly improve lives in Barbados.
Today, Your Excellency, we will sign 2 loan agreements with amounting of $92.7 million to support 2 important sectors, health sector and housing sector. Your Excellency, it is the Saudi Fund for Development established in 1975. Since then, we have financed more than 800 projects worth more than $22 billion.
Well, Barbadians can now access all of the services offered by the Barbados Licensing Authority under one roof. It's to eliminate lengthy wait times for people who have been complaining about it for some time now. Customers can now register imported vehicles and complete all vehicle registration services on the same day, streamlining what was once a multi-day process. The issuance of number plates and the processing of vehicle declarations can now all be done at the single location, saving time and making it easier for customers to comply with regulations. It's now possible through the disabled-friendly Barbados Licensing Authority Customer Service Centre launched last evening. Addressing the proceedings, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Transport and Works Santia Bradshaw said the centre is directly connected with the Barbados Revenue Authority, allowing the customers to complete licensing services and immediately proceed to make payments without leaving the building.
We have the self-service kiosks where you will be assisted by individuals helping to facilitate you through the process to allow you to do some seamless transactions. So essentially, you can use the customer kiosks to be able to access the Barbados Licensing Authority's website. You can upload or download documents, you can check on your application status, and you can complete the forms that are needed right here at the Licensing Authority at the kiosks that are provided at this customer service centre.
The Deputy Prime Minister also announced the introduction of a new driver's license management system.
This online system will allow citizens to pay for and renew their driving licenses online, allow licensing to send automated reminders when licenses are due for renewal. It will enable parents or guardians to register 16-year-olds for the written regulation tests and pay online. It will allow for online payment for license upgrades and driving tests. And for our seniors 75 and over, we will now facilitate the ability to have your medical certificates uploaded by the doctors and pay online, thereby eliminating the need to wait in a line. And perhaps more importantly, we will make it now easier for students and our senior citizens to access and pay for services remotely.
And that's a look at news. Until now, we'll have more news coming up at noon. Morning Barbados is back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 8.5 minutes now after 7 o'clock. The festival is on. We are loving the festival. We're also loving a little recklessly sometimes. And so the Barbados Family Planning wants us all to be a little bit more careful in what we do, how we enjoy the festival. So joining us as we take a look at what could happen when we're being reckless is the Executive Director of the Barbados Family Planning Association, Anderson Langdon. Mr. Langdon, good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
Happy crop over, by the way.
Happy crop over.
I know, but at the end of the party, sometimes we're met with things that we don't necessarily want to handle, right?
Yes.
Such as?
So I want to say I want everybody to enjoy the season as much as they can. I've heard from my colleagues some great music. Their next guests.
Yes.
They were, really listened to this morning. I had a great time. And I want to say, for me, we've seen recently the recent publications of the increase in STIs. And that's been a concern. Anybody who knows the work of the BFPA, especially just before COVID, we've been noting that we've been seeing these increases in STIs. We didn't talk about HIV. We're doing a great job there. 94% of the people who get tested know the status. Yeah, we've seen that increase. We've seen the treat all. But what we're not seeing is the good sexual practices. And for me, it's of great concern during the seasons. Times of festivity, times of where we have great times, you usually see that correlation of increase. So there's 4, maybe 5 things I would like people to keep in mind. I always advise people to get tested as much as possible before. Yeah. Then I would say to persons, be careful. You always walk with some protection. So walk with a condom. You never know what's going to happen. Then my third thing is be mindful and respectful with consent.
Yes.
I think consent is just as important as protection and testing. I think consent is when you feel in a situation that feel a little bit pressured, remember that it's your body. Nobody should touch your body, shouldn't offend your temple without you giving permission. And the fourth one, is be careful, be mindful, that where you are, assess all the risks. I always say do partying with friends. It makes it better, but also offers an area of protection. Be careful with the amount of alcohol, letting the music get to you. That's something that's hard.
You got it right.
In a party. In a party. But be mindful of that. And then for the fifth one, because there were only 4, but I say 5th, get tested again.
Yeah.
Because things happen, we're human. And it's not about judgment, it's about good health, keeping your body safe, and being respectful of others. And, you know, we have one life to live, let's enjoy it. I have no problem with that, but do it safely.
Do it safely. You use get tested twice.
Yes.
Before, be tested.
Yeah.
So you know your status.
Know your status.
After, be tested again, so you know something would have changed, what might have changed between the first test and the second test.
I'm being very frank, very honest. You know, things happen.
Of course.
And therefore, instead of saying things didn't happen, accept that they did, and move on, and begin the cycle again.
Good, because I'm glad you said it in that way, simply because we've seen the development as how we've managed HIV and we're managing HIV. So it's not necessarily the end. It potentially could be, but the point is that early intervention can lengthen your life.
I'm going to go so far as say any intervention.
Any intervention.
Can do that, because you know people who might have not been tested late, but as soon as you know your status, you can get the treatment.
Right.
And we have one of the best programs in the world as it relates to HIV in Barbados. A great team at the Ministry of Health, the non-governmental partners such as ours, other community groups, other organizations and individuals. You know, we talk about collective, but individuals who really put the work in terms of HIV, and that's led to the success we've had. But we don't want to erode that success, because my greatest fear is that we don't deal with STIs, and we just think about STIs in terms of the sexual aspect. But we talk about, people talk about, wanting us to have more children. But if you leave an untreated STI, that inhibits your ability, your fertility. Inhibits your ability to work. Inhibits your day-to-day comfort. And these are things that we, that we don't really think of, but we really can be addressed by us dealing with these issues.
One, it might stop you from living. It could affect how you live.
Yes.
And that's the whole point here.
Yes.
So just be careful of that. But the dignity of the person has to be underscored, I believe. It's the dignity of self and the dignity of the other person.
Of course.
We have no right to impose upon another person without their consent.
Without their consent.
At all. And I think for us men, because we're tended to be the predator, we need also, I know more women are becoming predators, I know that. But we also need to be very, very careful in how we act ourselves. And as you've shared with us, your 5-point plan, so to speak, that helps us to be able to be a lot more careful in what we decide to do. If you know that you're that kind of person who is weak of spirit, weak of body, what with the condoms?
What with the condoms?
What with the condoms?
In fact, people, I don't like to impose it, but it doesn't matter. And I see some good bands. I know one in particular, Aura.
I'll forgive you. I'll invoice you, but I'll forgive you for advertising. Just kidding you.
No. I could only think of them because they've reached out, and they have. That is, give everybody where you can, package it, make sure, because I think there's some people. I don't want to say that, so confident in self, let me choose my words carefully, that think that it couldn't be them.
Yes.
And therefore they think, but as men, we know that there are moments of weakness.
Yeah.
And therefore we have to be prepared for those moments.
Of course.
And the festival, in my younger days, I had a great time.
Yes.
Great friends. And therefore, I don't want to discourage anybody from having the same, but I want them to do it more responsibly.
More responsibly, indeed. Part of that responsibility is how we manage beverages.
Yes.
Because sometimes we lose our sense of self when we drink excessively. Or that's one instance. And then there are people who tend to want to drop things into your beverage when you turn your back. That could weaken your ability to be of clear mind.
I'm going to say to you, when I did my master's in England, I had some great flatmates, and there were two rules. If you're going to buy a drink, keep it close to you. And secondly, if for 1 minute you left the drink or you didn't know where the drink was, throw it away. No matter what. And that's easy to say because I saw a video online recently that clearly the person can observe what was going on. But again, that is thing. I also think, you can have a good time without in doing it.
Got that right.
Yeah. I'm saying this now, but I think it's time for us to be more responsible in that as well. But at the same time, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm saying that Be mindful of your weaknesses. And for example, there are people who never drink, but their one drink can inhibit them.
Yes.
That's a reality that we don't discuss with regards to that. And then people, you know, I just think people, you know, sometimes it's their time to unwind. I know people that say all year round, this is their time. And I just want them to, you know, have the good time, but at the same time, be safe. Yes.
Can't underscore that enough, indeed. Starts with being tested, ends with being tested, and then you manage what happens in between there as well. By knowing your status, you provide yourself a wonderful opportunity to lead a very meaningful life. So many things can happen. And don't assume simply because it's just an STI, there's a pill for this, there's something for that, that's the end of it. As Mr. Langdon said, the quality of life you can live as a consequence of that STI, while it can be treated and cured, can be affected. So do not take your weak decisions too lightly. Have strong decisions indeed. And so it's important as we enjoy the end of the festival that we do so in a very responsible way. Can people call the family planning?
Sure. I just wanted to, you can call us at 426-2027. But I also want to let them know something else. We're going to be launching a chiropractic clinic for Barbados at low cost soon. In early to mid-August. I think that's a great opportunity, lowest possible cost, because after we've done all the great jumping and the bones start, the aches and pains, you know, I really think it's an opportunity. So you can give us a call at 426-2027. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on all the social media, all the handles. So you can contact us there. And if you see me on the road or somebody from Spanish, stop him.
Have a conversation with him. And it's a London indeed. And of course, 426-2027, the chiropractic service is coming up in August because we will contort ourselves during the festival. And we want to be realigned. And so it's very, very important to do so. But be responsible, ladies and gentlemen, and be respectful. There's that other R that we'd like you to be mindful of because you have no right to impose upon another. And so knowing that in mind, you can have a really grand time this crop over season. So enjoy it, but be responsible and respectful at the same time. Test. Thank you so much, Mr. Langdon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We're coming back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 21 minutes after 7 o'clock now. We turn our attention to another exciting component of crop over, one we've grown to know, one we've grown to love, Bridgetown Market. And the coordinator of Bridgetown Market is with us. He's also celebrating this year a significant milestone. Randy Eastman, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson. Good morning, Barbados.
So, Bridgetown Market is on this weekend.
Yes.
Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yes, please.
What can we expect?
You're going to expect a very exciting program starting from 8 o'clock on the Saturday morning, right over the 4-day morning. We're going to have a breakfast lima party. We have 3 stages for you throughout the entire program for Bridgetown Market. At stage A, that's located by the courts, opposite courts on the
playing
highway.
field there by courts.
Yeah, and the stage B, what I'm calling stage B, is located near to the flour mill.
Right.
The entrance to the Coast Guard.
Got you.
Stage C is further down by the Mighty Grinder Monument.
Got you there.
That's a DJ stage. Stage A and Stage B are live performances and DJs as well. So as I said, 8 a.m. we have a breakfast party, bright and early Saturday morning, followed by a Beijing lunch. And then at 1 p.m. we have some Barbadian games. It's called, it's a heritage tent. So you have a lot of Barbadian games happening there at 1 p.m.
And where is that, the heritage
tent?
That
is exactly, there's about, say like 10 feet to 20 feet to the left of the actual stage, of the main stage. Yeah, stage A.
Which is near to courts.
Yeah.
Got you.
So once you pass the main stage and you go down, then you meet the heritage tent at that point. Then we have a very exciting parade. This parade is going to be massive.
I'm curious about that, yeah.
The parade features the Barbados Defence Force Band, the Barbados Cadet Corps Band. We have a plethora of dancers, Barbadian characters. We have a truck filled with Iron Massive. We have a pan bus which features Phoenix Steel, Stilt Walkers, Mother Sally's, you name it. Everything Barbadian.
And that parade happens on Saturday.
Saturday at 3:30.
At 3:30.
Moving off from Kensington Mall,
going
all the way down to Barvin Market.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so the whole Granite Highway, Mighty Granite Highway is going to be occupied for Bridgetown Market as per usual, with stalls and all those other spaces.
Correct. And what's exciting about Bridgetown Market is that it's a hive activity all day. So things are happening simultaneously, things are happening concurrently. They're, we're shifting around things. So immediately after the parade, we have something called Panini Market, which happens on stage B.
Right, which is there near to the flour mill.
Yeah, so once the parade terminates, then we engage stage B for Panini Market, which features the Cauldron Paris Steel Orchestra, Hearts of Flame Steel Orchestra, and the St. Leonard's Boys Steel Orchestra.
Nice, great steel orchestras indeed.
Correct.
But that happens at 5 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday. I just want to say that so people get it. Saturday and Sunday at 5, you come for Pan.
Yeah.
Pan Panini Market.
Correct.
And that Pan Panini Market happens at the same location both days?
No. Saturday is at stage B, Sundays on stage A. So we're trying to make things
move it around a little bit.
Yeah,
so Saturday we're going by the flour mill, and Sunday it's going to be happening near to courts.
Yes, please.
Gotcha. I see. I got my plot in my head already.
Correct.
I'm seeing where I'm going.
Correct. And then Saturday evening, new feature now, we have a youth soca night, which is led by Pernell Farley. He's the band leader for that. We have a number of young artists who have shown great potential over the years, featuring persons like King K, AJ. The junior monarch, current junior monarch, Mr. Showman, former junior monarch, Tay. We have so many others. The names have now gone off my mind.
But it's a junior monarch kind of thing.
Yeah, junior soca showcase.
Right.
Junior youth soca showcase. And immediately after that, we have what we've termed the Bridgetown Market Bram, which features Marsville and the Plus One Band and friends. So, like I said, a very exciting program.
So Saturday is ending with a Bram.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Good. Well, I've got food and drinks on sale for us. It's a market. It's the Bridgetown Market. You get your craft items. You get all of those other things. You play a game of Worry or Potter or any of those near to courts, drafts, everything. And then you have your pan, you have the parade, you have music, you have performances. The juniors will be there. It is just a whole day to spend on the Mighty Grinder Highway on Saturday. Then it continues. It starts with the breakfast, by the way, on Saturday, right after 4 morning.
Yeah, support the vendors on the highway. That's what we're asking you to do.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, day 2, we lead off with a party zone at 9 a.m. That features several DJs on various stages. And then at 6:30, something very unique. We have a Pekong showcase.
That is
featuring Adrian Clark, Shawnee, and Troy Special, going at it for about 45 minutes. They're backed by extraordinary guitarist Mr. Michael Hope, so that we have that authenticity of what Pekong really is and its tempo.
Listen.
Following that,
that's going to be so interesting because all those guys are so sharp.
Yeah, definitely.
But so come and witness the battle of wit and word and everything else. And so we got to be there.
They don't know what they're going to have to speak on. They're going to have to pull a topic of the hat.
Right, and just go.
And just go.
And that's at 6:30 in the evening?
Yes,
on
please.
Sunday, 6:30. Bring a chair and enjoy here?
Yeah, right, I forgot to mention that. You should bring a chair to enjoy because we're not putting chairs down on the highway.
Right.
So those persons who would need to sit down, please walk with your chair.
Your own chair.
And yeah. At 7:30, we have the Calypso tent night, Bridgetown Market Calypso tent night. We have the best of, two best from every tent have been selected to be a part of this Calypso tent night. That is being led by Mr. Ryan Blackman. He's the band leader for that night.
Right.
So every single tent in Barbados, they've sent 2 persons to represent. It's going to be a fantastic show. We're looking forward to that.
All right. And this extempo and tent are happening again near to
All at stage A. Yeah. Sunday, everything is, all the live performances are at stage A. In the afternoon, I forgot to mention as well, I just came off the phone with him, Ronnie Davis, with his folk group, is going to be making an appearance. Jennifer Seeley has a dance production as well that she's going to deliver. So those are things that we really want to support and embrace.
Of course, when you come, just walk around, you'll find it. You'll find it. You follow
all
the
at
music.
Stage A. Sunday is all at Stage A.
All at Stage A, indeed.
Yeah.
This is going to be brilliant. And this is Bridgetown Market we're talking about here. Bridgetown Market. The Calypso night ends it.
Yeah.
Of course, the extempo contest is going to happen just before the Pekong extempo, before we go into the tent. We'll have also the Steel Pan Pandy Market all at Stage A. And who's performing on Sunday?
On Sunday, we have Phoenix Steel. They're going to give you a long set. Fantastic. Yeah, Steel Pan set.
Nice.
Coming all the way from St. Lucie.
Even nicer coming from St. Lucie. And of course, it starts with a big party at 9 o'clock in the morning. Food and drinks on sale. Patronize the stalls that will be there. I know people tend to just come for the lime as well. You can come for the lime and have a really good time. Bridgetown Market, for a lot of my life, has always been buying the craft.
Yes.
Because there are craft people all over the place who are selling some wonderful items at some wonderful prices.
Of course.
You get to see the creativity of the people of Barbados, indeed. It's really a marketplace for you, indeed. But while you're in the marketplace, you have lots of other things happening all around and entertainment. So don't spend the whole time at the bar. That's what people tend to do.
Patronize the bar, but still come and support. Support the craft, support all the elements of Bridgetown Market.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday. It's a safe space. And so for those, just a bit of traffic management. Do you have any idea about that for those days?
Of course, the highway will be closed off. Persons will, in good Barbadian fashion, find their parking in various areas. There's no specific allocated parking for the public. There is allocated parking, for the artists, the bands, etc. But generally, we just ask you to be, cautious about where you drive, where you park. Use good common sense, and don't block the road, don't block alleys, because there are residents around the area, Rihanna Drive, etc., Pickwick Gap, etc. You wouldn't want to block the entrance for persons to get to the houses, so be very cautious and aware of that.
Indeed so. So, folks, it's Bridgetown Market this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, it starts right after 4-day morning. After the jump, you just go straight onto the Mighty Grinder Highway and just have breakfast. Have breakfast. Breakfast is served at a cost.
Of course. You support the vendors there. It's not free. There's no samples.
Well, have breakfast at the breakfast lime. And then it continues all day long with a bunch of action happening all over the place. There are 3 main stages on Saturday. On Sunday, everything happens at the main stage, which is A, which is near to Courts, B, which is near to the Flower Mill, C, near to the monument for Mighty Griner. And so on Sunday, we all head over to A. But we're heading down to Bridgetown Market on the Mighty Griner Highway for a grand time. Games of Worry and Potter being played on Saturday. Pandy Market each day starting at 5 o'clock. There's a parade on Saturday that starts at 3:30, showcasing some really brilliant talent, and you have to be there. It's going to be spectacular as well. And of course, on Sunday, there's the Pekong and the tent happening at the Stage A on Saturday.
Don't forget the Youth Showcase and the Brown on Saturday.
Right.
Youth Showcase and the Brown. Yes, it's a lot.
Did I miss anything?
No, you covered everything.
Then I'm ready for Bridgetown Market.
Yeah, stand by for the marketing and the Instagram posts, etc., so you get an understanding. There are going to be individual posters for each event, so you can select what you want to go to, and there'll also be a carousel, so you can see the entire program for the weekend.
Well done. Thank you, Randy.
No problem.
All the best.
Thank you.
I don't know when you get a break, but I hope you get a break soon.
I really hope I hope so too.
That's all right. Randy Eastman, coordinator of Bridgetown Market. It's on, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday and Sunday at the Mighty Griner Highway. We all want to be there. We all should be there. It's going to be wonderful. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
There is a saying, you can find a Beijing anywhere. Are you a Beijing living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Beijing Affairs.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
27 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock on Morning Barbados as we turn our attention to a part of our culture, a part of what we do for crop over, which is tent, baby, tent. Who does not go into a tent for crop over? Who doesn't pay attention to the social commentary, the party music, just the experience of tent? And you know what about it? I just reflected myself. These tents are run by women. These tents are run by women. And so joining us this morning, we thought we should have them together. We want to learn from their experience and just project onto tomorrow as well for the final. I'm joined by the lady who runs the Koiwan All-Stars Calypso tent, Eleanor Rice. I got that right?
Pearson. Good morning, everybody.
The C.O. Williams House of Soca, Sharon Carew White.
Good morning.
And the Carter's Shining Stars. Good morning to Julie.
Good morning. That one easy, right?
Easy. All the other things, I had to look up in the skies to remember. But so good to have you indeed. And so here we are, the festival.
Yes.
You ladies run the festival. Are you aware of that?
We are aware.
Yes.
You are aware of that?
Women run.
One correction. We have 2 male tent managers. Huh? Yes.
Walk me through.
Don't do that.
Super gladiators and
Winston and Stray Cats is Jerry.
Apologies, gentlemen. Y'all are not women. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. But these 3 significant ladies are here. Merle Niles could not be with us this morning. She runs the big show.
The big show.
And so pulling a tent together, Eleanor, when do you start to do so?
You have to basically start at the end of the year, like this year. And then you just put things. What I do, I don't try to rush anything. You don't get anything done properly when you rush it.
So I heard.
So you put things in place and you go forward, and that way by the time you are ready for the beginning of tent season, you have everything basically sorted out.
Is that your same process, Sharon?
Well, I kind of do it a little different.
You're the rusher.
No. I start early, but I start with my thank yous and say, well, I look forward to seeing you next year in terms of sponsorship.
Right.
So basically on, what's that, Tuesday? You know, you're putting your proposals together and you're saying to yourself, listen, go start here. And then start auditions early January. For me, it's developmental a lot in terms of, I do a lot of workshops. So that's my period is February to May. And from May then onward, it's rehearsal. So it's an all year, all round, all
Which
year.
is what I was going to say. It's an all-year activity for you ladies.
Yeah.
Julie, same for you?
No, I do things a little different. We come over, finish, I start with a trick. You understand? You're going to refresh and renew so you can get creative and come back again. Nothing beats rest. Yes. So I start with that. And once that is out the way, then I start to brainstorm, you know, what I'm going to do next year. And then I start like around January, right? Because you got to give your body some time to get over all of that running here, there, and everywhere that you have to do as a tent manager, right? So again, I start with rest.
Yeah.
You understand?
But you know, at the end of every crop over season, to me, it's open season. People want to poach this person, poach the next. So how do you manage that, Eleanor, so that you make sure that you keep your company together and keep your people together?
We're ongoing. We talk all year round, every day, every hour somebody's sending to say something. So we keep in contact with each other, and we are fairly close-knit as a family in the Coleman All-Stars Calypso tent. Even the sponsors are on board with what you do. You include them in what you're doing as well. So it's easy as long as you have everybody being on the same page when it comes to keeping things together.
But when someone says, I want to go, Sharon, what do you do?
If somebody wants to go right ahead.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to spread your wings. And when you spread your wings, sometimes they get clipped, sometimes you fly.
I hear that, Julie. But what's your position? You always have a different view.
Yeah, and I would say this as a businesswoman. The people that I started with at Julie's Party Rentals, they're not there 24 years after, they're not there.
Right.
So you always have to be interchanging to make it right. You understand? So that's the same process I go through. You know, if some person doesn't feel comfortable, everybody has the right to say, well, look, you know, I think I want to go somewhere. And then somebody from over there or over there might say, I want to come over here.
Correct.
Yeah, and we're open to that, you know. And it doesn't mean that there's any love loss. So things change, you know. I mean, I've seen several persons doing Mornin Barbados. You know, doesn't mean that Mornin Barbados is any less of a quality than it is, you know. So we have to expect that in life, that things will change, you know. So
how do you manage competition, though, knowing that, you know, there are other tents who are also doing really great work?
Excuse me?
How do you, or there's no competition, how do you manage competition?
Of course, you do get...
I get you. Excuse me?
I don't look at me like that.
So how do you deal with that?
No, I actually thought you meant me now as a Calypsonian too. Right. You know, competition, it keeps you going. It keeps you want to bring out the best in you. So you try to do the things that will make sure that you stand out. And that's why we at Carter Shining Stars, we are always shining, we are always standing out. You know, and even tomorrow night, we're going to stand out again. I mean, I want to tell the public, come down tomorrow. Believe me, after number 6, we're going to be bare problems.
Yeah, because you have 4 in the final, right, Eleanor?
Yes, I do. In terms of the competition and how people handle competition,
right?
Every individual person, and as we live our lives, we are competing, you know. You're coming to work, and you dress a certain way, but you want to look better than, say, Andre, the producer.
That's right.
You want to look better than the person here who's operating the camera. So what about competition? Competition makes us stronger as individuals. Also, it is how we accept results. I am for that. And I might have someone, and you have to tell people, as long as you decide to go into the pickety crop, expect something. You could be left off, or you could be included, but you have to live with that expectation. So then you're not bitter.
Right.
You don't get it, and you cussing everybody. That does not make any sense because you decided to enter.
You have 4 in.
Yes.
What did you expect to also be in?
I don't do that.
I was holding the trap.
Last year we had 9 persons, so we had half of pickety crop for the well, it's now Coleman All Stars Calypso tent. So that was a different feeling, but having 4 persons in the finals this year makes not a lot of difference to me.
You have 12
And
strong women.
We have 4 strong people.
Yeah. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, when you run and you ask people, how do you think that the person will do? The person say, look, any of your 4 can do something on that night. Last year, any of the 9. But the thing, again, I go back to the question. Competitions, you start at 1 and you finish at 18. Somebody has to come 1. Somebody has to come 6, 9, and 18. Your thing is to try to get to the best position possible. And you have to teach people how to think when it comes to competition and getting the result that they do get.
Sharon, you have 5 from your stable.
Yes.
And a reserve.
Yes, indeed.
So here it is. Did the outcome surprise you?
No, not indeed. As I said to you earlier this year, you know, if you put in the work, but with your question just now, I've found our niche. Our niche is that we have the now generation. We have a younger demographics. So a lot of the time, persons coming into our tent are younger persons that would have come through the Junior Monarch program, persons that we would have developed. So again, yes, we have competitive chances in terms of music, but I have a niche. So my niche is younger persons. So if you want to come out and see the future, it's always come to House of Soca. The CO is House of Soca. For tomorrow, those 5, put the best foot forward. It's any person's game. It's all on the night. We've done our preparation. For me, bring it to the stage now. It came off the page. That's it for me.
Came off the page.
Yes.
I know, Julie, because you have just 1 entry in tomorrow's final. Does the tent rally around them and help with the planning of, because you know they're props and everything else? Do you have those kinds of strategy meetings, or would you have those kinds of strategy meetings ahead of tomorrow?
Well, from the time the names were announced, me and the announcer, we were working together. And we have a whole team, because teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
You understand? We have 1 person in the finals. Now, you know, it only takes 1 ticket to have a chance.
Of course.
And without a ticket, you ain't got a chance. So we got 1 person in the finals, and believe me, all of us are rallying around the announcer who's coming at number 6 in the Carter's Shining Stars Calypso tent. You understand? He's in the tent. He's in the tent first before he's in the picture.
But that's one of the qualifications. You have to be in the tent.
Yes.
You have to be in the tent. So you have to be affiliated with one of us.
Right.
So yeah, to go forward. So
what about you and your 5 in terms of strategy?
In terms of strategy, I put it into teams as well. Billboard works with someone, then there's Kwan working with another team, Diane's working directly with me. And then there's Dynamo, but because Billboard is nice of father and son, but I'm saying to Billboard, remember, you want to help Dynamo, but you got to help yourself too. You're right. So for me, did I leave out anybody? I've got Kira saying, who else am I leaving out? Give me the name.
But they all have someone working with, right?
Somebody working with them. Brandon's going to kill me there.
And Eleanor, what about you? Because I know in what y'all do costume changes and all those kinds of things. I'm thinking that must be madness.
Yeah, well, it won't be as bad this year.
As last year.
Yes, but like I tell people, we're accustomed doing this. And I was in this from 1987.
Whoa.
So I've been changing from 1987. So running the tent now, along with doing the background vocals, it is a hard job, but if you love what you do, you are going to continue. I don't know how long I will continue, but I like what I do. People like to see us on stage. And of course, yes, those costume changes have to happen. Can't go singing for the same 5 different people and giving them the same background. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't look good.
Yeah.
Right? I want to talk about my hats.
Let me hear about your hats. Let me hear about your hats.
We wear different hats.
Yes.
I wear a hat as a tent manager. I wear a hat as a background vocalist. Yes. And these are all branded hats, branded shirts. You see Sharon also wears a shirt.
Carter's over there.
So you see, you asked the question at first about the women. Women see things from a different perspective. So we would look at certain things that men may not look at. It makes everything stronger. You look better. You go out there. You represent what you are doing. So this is, you asked about women, and the women
Look at detail.
Yeah, we look at detail a lot different.
It's true.
I hear y'all.
People say, how you stay there and sing? I say, when I stay, they see everything. If I run the tent and go on the outside and they at the door and I'm working with the door and all that, I'm not going to see how this performer performing. So I see a lot. And if I see things that needs changing or things that needs to be done differently, well, which is the same as changing, I can tell, I can say it, and I can point out what I saw that was different. So women have to rule. You see it from Running Barbados.
I heard that. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Julie, I asked you a similar question earlier in the season when we had our chat. How do you manage the artist, Julie the artist, and Julie the tent manager, and just watching to make sure everything runs right? And you say that at some point you switch up the hats, the same hats as well.
Yeah. I mean, I basically do the same thing, but I use my discipline from my business and I bring it into the tent environment. So what I do in terms of the running order, I usually put myself in the second half so that I can come out front and watch what the others are doing so I can be able to report back to them. And not just watch what they're doing, but hear the little murmurings from the audience. You know, she could have really put on whatever, or he could have really had a better shirt. So all these kind of things, I report back to them and let them know. You understand? So as I said, I use my discipline from my business and I take it into the Calypso tent. Because you running a tent is like you managing, you know, some people manage 1 or 2 persons, but you're managing 20 persons, 25 persons who come from different backgrounds, who got different problems happening in their lives, and all of this you have to contend with. So you have to keep a level head, and that's one of the most important things, to keep a level head and not let things get to you. You understand? Stay cool, collective, and deal with things in a way that it doesn't end up as though like it's one big set of commotion. You don't want that, because over time what can happen, you develop a reputation, and if it's one reputation that I want is that, yeah, Carter Shining Stars boy, then people down there, them always orderly, you understand? So I try to manage things in such a way that order, and I always tell them, we are not in competition with each other in the tent. We are in competition with All Stars, and we are in competition with House of Soca, so that it brings brotherly and sisterly love, that we are able to help each other. You understand? Anything outside of that, you're looking for problems.
Indeed so. You don't sing, Sharon. So talk to me a little bit about how what's your strategy here in managing?
My background is in performing arts, so even though you don't see me singing, after I do a lot of background work, so artistic direction, anything like that. I also MC as well, but I don't MC for you guys to see. I MC on the hotel circuit. Yes. But yeah, for me, I get a chance on the night of the show to watch the show. So for me, I'm able to critique, tell the others what I saw, what I didn't think went right, what I thought, where we could change around the running order. Because sometimes you do a running order at the beginning of a season, and just altering somebody from a first half to a second half makes a world of difference. So I'm able to be that person now on the ground, because for me, I have a stage director at the back. The musical director, he's on stage, so they can see on stage, I'm seeing off stage. So when we put it all together with our postmortems, then we know what the product looks like and how we can improve the product.
I really got to commend you, ladies, because you bring excellent products every single year. That's why thousands come out to your tents. All Stars, Koyman All Stars. Ladies, pitching the tents, love it. That's Mo Spice was commenting on social media. Thank you so much, Mo. The Carter's Shining Stars, Theo Williams, House of Soca, indeed. Tomorrow night is going to be a big night. I've said it, I've been saying it all the time. I think tomorrow's final is going to be so competitive. And that's because of the work you ladies have put in with your people.
And let me just put in here quickly. Everybody needs to come to the Botanical Gardens. Yeah. It's beautiful. We have paved, you're gonna sit on paved now. So it is beautiful. Just come on out, everybody. Just come out support the Calypsonians. This is a lot of work. A lot of work is put into that show tomorrow night.
I'm telling you, I feel thousands are coming. I feel it in my bones already. And I shall be there if it be the will of the Lord. So folks, do not miss the Calypso finals tomorrow night.
Don't miss number 6.
I done with this competition. Thank you so much, ladies. Eleanor, Sharon, and Julie, indeed. The tent ladies. Andrea tells me to call them the Iron Ladies of Tent. And so thank you so much, ladies. All the best to you, indeed. Mornin Barbados is back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Beijing anywhere. Are you a Beijing living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Beijing Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented.
Don't you miss it.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are...
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
the peace aspect of it this year. You know, in Barbados right now, we could do with some peace right now.
So you're assembling here at CBC tomorrow?
Yes, for
So
sure.
you're coming down the highway there? I got you. Welcome to Barbados, Suriname.
Thank you very much.
What role do you see yourself or your team playing in the Emancipation Walk?
Well, we will be walking we will be showing our culture. Suriname is a country of great diversity of different culture, different nations, and we will be exposing that. So it is a great honor to be here in Barbados, and we will have a collaboration of the different cultural organizations here in Suriname, and we will be hoping to meeting the Prime Minister, Mia Mottley. We just had our first female president in Suriname, so we hope to be exposing the best of us. Yes, the best.
I can't wait to see that as well. And so, Tambra, what is it that you're bringing to the festival tomorrow?
So first, I would like to bring my greetings from Atlanta, Georgia. We are so happy to be here. Giwai and Mata is an all-sister dance, percussion, and vocal ensemble.
Whoa.
So we're going to be bringing a few drums out tomorrow for the Emancipation Parade. And you know, every prime minister needs a group of women that are drumming for her, right? So whenever the opportunity presents, we will be there to provide some drums for the entire celebration to connect us and ground us all in our roots of West Africa.
Nice.
Yes.
This sounds really fantastic. This is so tasty already. I can feel it. And while these are just a few we've shared with you today, we've been sharing a number of other people who will be a part of the parade tomorrow.
Yes.
And it all ends at Colombo. So again, from CBC, you have a number of people. You have the Haynesville Youth Club, the B Arts, Culture and Sports. You're leaving from here tomorrow. Black Knight Bikers, Auto Culture, Alliances Barbados, Private Zest, Off-Road Junkies. Y'all get to know each other. So we're kicking off from here. Coming from the Santia Bradshaw office, however, would be
the Nabingi, the 12 Tribes, the Spiritual Baptists, the Black Muslim Society, and so on. So the spiritualists will be coming from
that side,
from the east,
from Norman Niles.
Yes. I'm from Norman Niles. We have Princess Margaret Secondary School, the Dighton Griffith School, the Twisters cheerleading group as well. Coming from that,
children.
yes,
and from Elara,
and they'll be leading that section. And from Allow Court, we have the Israel Lover Foundation, St. Leonard's Boys, and the city. The bus will be bringing up everyone from the city as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So there's bus transportation. Listen, folks, tomorrow, the 1st of August, not tomorrow, Saturday. It's Saturday, right?
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What is today? I already know because my head is so much in Friday at the moment. Sorry about that. Apologies, everybody. Tomorrow, Emancipation Day. The big march for emancipation and peace is on. As you just heard, it's going to be huge. And so we want you to come line the streets. Come see it indeed for yourself in person. Be there very early. It starts at 7:30 in the morning. And till it's done, because it's going to end at the Colombo Village where the rest of the day is yours for the family to come and engage in games and food, drinks, fellowship, everything, speeches. There'll be awards given to significant people of our community as well.
That's right.
But we want this Emancipation Day to be a signal moment where we all come together as a collective. As a collective, not just from Barbados alone, but we brought our friends in from Suriname, from Atlanta, from other spaces, and all that we enjoy as a people, because we're now free to do so. We're now free to do so. The Prime Minister said in her speech at the folk concert, the forces that kept us quiet are no longer with us. So let's raise our voices collectively. Let's get together tomorrow and march in support of that freedom, but also march in support of peace. Because that freedom brings responsibility. Peace comes as a consequence of that responsibility as well. Tomorrow is going to be spectacular. I promise you, it's going to be really good. So come out, Barbadians, early in the morning, tomorrow morning. Then you have the rest of the day to sleep or to do whatever else you want. Get ready for the finals in the evening. But come out tomorrow here. It is really going to be good. Big wheels, big trucks, big cars, bicyclists, children, chanting and singing, drumming and the whole lot. Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is.
The atmosphere is fully charged.
It is going to be fully charged. Colombo Village, you know exactly where it is. You know exactly where it is. That's where we all end.
Right. Somebody asked, where's the Colombo Village?
Making sport.
Yeah.
Right.
They're visitors to the island?
Okay.
Bus a roundabout.
Right. Just making sure the public know.
That's all right. That's all right. I forgive you. So welcome again.
Thank you.
Yes, you are.
I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the folks that brought us here. So Call Barbados, Culture and Arts for Love and Living. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you, Barbados. We are having a good time. We will tell the world that Barbados is the place to be.
We love that.
Definitely.
Thank you so much indeed. All right. I am out of time, but thank you all indeed. Wish you well and safety tomorrow indeed. Folks, that's it for today. Tomorrow, as you know, is a public holiday. Tomorrow is Emancipation Day. And so proudly get up, get your clothes on, come down early, 7:30 or before, bring the children. They need to understand the message of emancipation to be reminded lest we forget. And so tomorrow is a very, very important day in Barbados. It's also the night of the Pick of the Crop finals. And so there's a lot happening tomorrow, but make meaningful use of your time early from 7:30 to gather to watch and be a part of that parade. My little crew joins me wishing you a wonderful, safe weekend. We do look forward, if it be the will of the Lord, to see you on Tuesday. Take care until then. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you.